When that quarterback go for the snap, picture that being God, being the quarterback to your life. When the quarterback throw that ball, he gonna need that running back or that wide receiver or whoever he's throwing it to run the play. Be in line with where I'm gonna throw this ball so you can catch your blessing. That's the same thing God doing.
It seems like the more that I give to them,
okay,
the more they try to take from me. Somebody better pray for me.
You know. Yo, young world, what's up? What's up? You know, we back with another episode of Lingo with Lito. You know what I mean? Hope everybody out there is doing alright for the most part. You know, we all blessed regardless of what we going through, what we facing. So, you know, definitely want to keep that in perspective. Now, with that being said, you know, you have to get in the habit of like praying. Feel what I'm saying? Like, you gotta pray like every day. Sometimes you gotta pray more than one time a day. You feel me? You gotta know that when you talking to God, He listening. You know what I mean? Like, so many times we feel like, what's the point of praying? What's the point of talking to God? Like, He not really listening. He not gonna feel me. You know, maybe I did too much bad in my life. I might got too much sin going on. Like, I ain't perfect. I'm not living right. So He not gonna want to hear me out. He not gonna want to rock with me. He not gonna want to have nothing to do with me. See, what you fail to realize is, yo, even when you not doing right, God's still with you. You know what I mean? Even when you ain't supposed to be, you doing what you supposed to be doing, He's always with you, man. Whether you right, wrong, good people, bad people, like, He's everywhere all the time at the same time. So we got to give God a little more credit as far as, you know, allowing the devil to, you know, trick us into thinking and believing that, you know, God ain't who He say He is. We look for happiness. We look for joy. We look for peace in all the wrong places, because you'll never be truly happy unless you're happy with yourself. You will never have a real true peace of mind about things unless you have a peace of mind. And the only way to obtain that, we got to go to God for that. A lot of times when we hurt, man, like, we run to everything and everybody, you know, but we don't actually really heal. Like, sometimes you really got to take time to allow your mind to go through its process of restoration. You have to allow the time to pass for God to restore your soul, restore your spirit, restore your energy. You know what I mean? You find yourself, you know, you spread yourself too thin and you feel like you suck dry. You know, you're running out of options. You're running out of solutions, ideas, and thoughts. And the whole time you wondering, like, why shit just ain't getting better for me. But that's because we ain't putting God first. Like, you got to minus the cars, the clothes, the jewelry, the houses, the material things. You got to minus all this worldly stuff that we be so brainwashed to feed into, sell our soul to. And you got to remember, I got to go to the way maker to make a way. I got to plug into the source. Okay, it's just like when you got something electronic, you want to plug it up, TVs, if it's DVDs, you know, you might want to clean up, you might want to plug your vacuum up. None of this stuff works until you plug it in that socket. That socket is the source of power, electricity. Just like that, God, your Father in heaven, is the source of everything. Everything you could possibly need, everything your heart can desire, He's the source of that. You have got to stay connected to your source. The moment you unplug something from their source, it cuts off. See, you don't even realize why it seemed like stuff at a standstill. Why it seemed like ain't nothing working for me, ain't nothing moving. I done unplugged from the source. Or maybe I didn't even do it on purpose myself, but maybe something or somebody in my life unplugged me from the source. See, so we got to be mindful of the company that we keep. We got to be mindful of the people and the things that we entertain. We got to use that energy to cultivate the energy to win. We can't keep losing. Taking a loss and losing is two different things. If you learn something from that loss and you gain something, then you didn't lose. You still won. But now losing is when you don't gain anything from a loss, okay? Don't let your own state of mind take you out of here. Don't let your feelings, your emotions, the way that you looking at life, don't let that take you out of here. You got to change the way that we think. We got to change the way we look at things. We got to change our perception and our perspective at the same time. It's really simple mathematics, right? When you got somebody, for example, let's say football, when that quarterback go for the snap, picture that being God, being the quarterback to your life. When the quarterback throw that ball, he gonna need that running back or that wide receiver or whoever he's throwing it to run the play. Be in line with where I'm gonna throw this ball so you can catch your blessing. That's the same thing God doing. The whole time, he's just tossing the blessings, tossing. But if we all over the place and we ain't in line to catch the blessing when he throw it to us, we gonna miss it every time. It's the same thing. Stay connected to that source, man. All this negativity, man, all this killing, like, this shit is at an all-time high. I don't even, the shit scare me, man, because it's like everywhere you turn, it's like we all running around acting like maniacs, man. Like we don't got no brain. Like we wasn't, raised up with some type of home training or something. Like, I don't know what's gotten into us, but the devil gonna keep using that. He gonna keep feeding into that energy. He gonna provide you everything that you need to destroy yourself. God don't move like that. God bless us, man. He blessing us to help us, man. But it's up to you to take that blessing and use it for what you need to. It's been so many times in my life, God bless me, man, and I didn't do what or how I was supposed to do. And as a result of that, I either lost the blessing or I may still have the blessing, but it just didn't work for me the way I needed it to, like it was supposed to. So, you got to keep going. You got to stay motivated, man. You got to stay inspired, man. You got to keep that fire inside of you. You can't let nothing take that out of you, man. Take it from a person, man, who once allowed myself to lose myself. That's one of the worst things you could lose is yourself. That's like a hard pill to swallow, man. And it take a lot to get back to being you. It took a lot to get back to being me. But one key thing about that is God. The connection to the source of power. It always been him. It always will be him. You have got to put things in his hands. You got to put your problems, your pain, your relationships, your failures, your setbacks, you know, your down times. You got to put that in his hands, man. You know, it's a beautiful thing, though, not having to be perfect, still making mistakes every day. But there's a God that does not change his love for you. He doesn't change how he looks at us. Like, with human beings, you make one mistake, they may throw rocks, stones. They may fry you for the rest of your days, rest of your life. God is a forgiving entity. Not only is he forgiving, but he's merciful, he's gracious, he's sufficient, he's faithful, he's consistent, he's unconditional. There's no human alive that can take the place of God. So you got to evaluate or reevaluate. If you're going hard to impress or show people in your life that you appreciate or love them, then how much more should we be doing that to show God how we feel about him? You understand what I'm saying? So until the next time, Lingo with Lito, y'all email me at lavelle8712gmail.com. That's Lavelle, LOVELL YouTube, subscribe, Lito Lavelle, LITOLOVELL YouTube channel. The Grind Web series. Shout out DJ Mike, aka Elijah's son. Shout out everybody that's rocking with us, showing the love. All the supporters, all the fans. We appreciate you. We love all y'all. All the haters, we appreciate you too. We love all y'all as well. Never want y'all to feel left out. Not even for a minute. Inbox me, DM me. We got the Instagram, Lito_alter ego. Any questions, any topics that y'all may want me to speak on to keep this thing going, holler at your boy. We just chopping it up, a little bit of dialogue, and we call that Lingo with Lito. Holler at your boy.